What's up, everybody? This is Scratch. I got another video here for you. We're going to take a look this time at your home Xbox. This is just a small update. It's really nothing major that's really going to affect a lot of people, but it basically is about your home Xbox, and they've added some clarification to how it works, and so you can kind of keep track of stuff. And so I was just going to show this, and I do get a lot of questions about, this type of stuff throughout all of the videos, and so I thought, why not just make a video on it just to kind of bring it up and address it again. I do think I've addressed it maybe in some other videos or whatever, but not necessarily home Xbox specific. So I'll use this opportunity for this update to show you. So what we're going to do, again, as usual, we just go to press the Nexus button, go over to System, go down and find Settings, Profile and System. You can just see your profile icon. Go to Settings, and then that is going to be under General, and then Personalization. I was already there, but that's where it is. And you go down here to where it says My Home Xbox. Now, when you click on here, you can see that it says I have 5 out of 5 switches left, and then I can manage and designate it below. So I have a check mark. So I'm actually in my studio is my home Xbox. That's where that's where it is, I guess. I don't know. Anyways, so what is a home Xbox? When this is your home Xbox, people can play your downloaded games without you signing in. And then plus, if you have gold, then your whole household gets to enjoy gold on this console. And then they recommend setting this console on the one that you use the most. And you can have one home Xbox at a time and can switch up to 5 times a year. So basically what this idea is designed for, and this is just the update here, they've just added this to explain that, but I'll go a little bit further with it just really quickly. Basically what this is for is so that if you have, like, say, I'll just do a scenario and then you can kind of apply it however you want, but if you have kids and like you have, like, say a 10-year-old and a 4-year-old, like the 4-year-old might not have an Xbox account or whatever, but he likes to play on Minecraft or something like that, but he doesn't want to play on the 10-year-old's account, and just you don't want that. They just don't want that, because if the 4-year-old does something to get the 10-year-old banned, or if he's online or something, then it just gets messy. So this way you can basically allow the 4-year-old to have like his own profile that he can use the content from his older brother's, for example, because it's on his home Xbox, and that is his older brother's home Xbox. So, or if the 10-year-old has a friend come over, then maybe they want to put their account on the Xbox, and then he'll have access to all of the friends' games while he's there, but he can play them on his own account. And even if the friend isn't home or not logged in or signed in or playing, then all the achievements and all the progress and all the save files and all that stuff will go to the friend's account. Even though he doesn't own those games, he gets to play them at his friend's house. So that's basically the idea behind it. And also, if you don't have electricity, or if you don't have a way to check on the internet, if you've been extended periods of time without internet activity, that's where your licenses will be stored, so that you can play while I can't say we can play while your power's out, but you can play while your internet's out, I guess. So basically that's the idea behind a home Xbox. Now, unofficially, and this is the way people tend to use it, is I will go to the 10-year-old will have his friend's home Xbox set to his house, and then his home Xbox is set to his friend's house. And what that means is that if you have a rich friend and their parents buy them every game that comes out, and their home console is at your house, then that means you can play everything they have. But what you run into is, like, you can't sometimes play them at the same time, or the licensing, there's some snags that you can kind of run into, but for the most part you can play your friend's games and he can play your games. And if he has gold, then you can kind of share, people share it that way, basically. That's why you only get 5 switches. So the problem becomes when you do that is, though, if you all of a sudden aren't friends with this person and you ran out of switches, well, your home Xbox is going to be there, and they're just going to enjoy all your games and all your gold while you're not talking to them, and then you're going to be required to sign in. And if your internet goes out, you can't play any of your games because your home Xbox is over at your friend's house. So it's something to think about. A lot of people try to figure out a way around it, or they'll, normally you could just switch it back. But if you run out of the switches, and before it didn't tell you how many you had, and I think it used to be 3, if you run out of those switches, then you can't switch it back, and you're just kind of stuck for, I think it's a year or whatever it takes for that to roll back over. So, but basically that's just kind of the gist of the home Xbox. If you have questions, I'll probably just be living in the comments on this one to kind of explain, because I know people are going to come with a lot of scenarios and different things. So if you're familiar with home Xbox and you want to help out in the comments, that's great. If not, I'll be there as well, as much as I can. And you can switch up to 5 times a year. So use it wisely. All right, that's it. Thanks for watching.